game.
When you read in the script, gigantic 24 by 24 square balance chamber that tilts on a central axis, and a writer spent 30 seconds, and you now have to say, how are we gonna do that? You then turn around and ask your special effects guy, how are we gonna do this? And he then says, oh, that's no problem. I have a Waldo and a gimbal. And you say, oh, that's great. And you turn to the next person and go, what's a Waldo and a gimbal?
The Waldo is the joystick that controls the 6-axis gimbal that we used on National Treasure 2. This is just literally a smaller version of the gimbal. Any move that you make here on the Waldo, it will translate right there onto the gimbal. The gimbal itself looks identical to this in its geometry. It's got 6 hydraulic cylinders that control 2 opposing triangles like the one you see here. So it's one triangle on top of another triangle with the 6 cylinders. Again, each of the cylinders, they're powered by hydraulics, and they have a total stroke of 33 inches. That's this measurement here. So that's how far out the piston could move out of the cylinder.
They had built a giant pyramid with spokes that hold up an extremely heavy 24 by 24 piece of wood. It connects remotely, and as the operator moves it, the entire massive structure moves. It's kind of like giant bionics in some ways.
The gimbal itself was built by my father. It's like a flight simulator is basically what it is. And so the information I put through on the Waldo is sent through a computer, which runs off of a system called Cooper.
Why don't we turn the Waldo on?
Then it is sent back through to the gimbal. Now the Cooper system, it's capable of recording any movement I make too. So if I make a move, the computer operator, Rob Menapace, could record it, he could save it, and we could play it back take for take. Now what made this job unique and challenging was that it was all live action. So I was actually watching the actors, so when they step, I had to move with it and try to keep it a little bit alive in motion and make it look like it's literally balancing.
You stop that? Hey, what did you do?
We had to build this gimbal, which was enormous in size because it had to support the weight not only of our actors, but this enormous platform. But fortunately for us, it worked brilliantly.
What we liked about the threat of this teetering thing is that it's not just that, oh, you gotta keep balance. You need to use your wits to figure this out, how it's gonna work, and how people can work together to thwart this obstacle on their way to hopefully finding the City of Gold.
It's important for the characters to reconcile with each other and to work together to meet their common objective. Everybody has a common goal. I mean, in this particular case, their common goal is to survive.
You ready? Go.